Let's explore how to convert horsepower to amps. Horsepower and amps are different units measuring different things. Horsepower measures power, while amps measure electrical current. Fundamental relationship to understand is that 1 horsepower is equivalent to 746 watts. Watts are a unit of power in electrical terms. Amps, volts, and ohms are related by Ohm's law. 1 amp is equal to 1 volt divided by 1 ohm. However, to directly convert horsepower to amps, we need to consider the voltage of the electrical system. To perform the conversion, you divide the horsepower by the voltage. You'll also need to account for the fact that 1 horsepower equals 746 watts. So, the basic formula becomes amps equals horsepower multiplied by 746, all divided by the voltage. For example, if you want to convert 5 horsepower to amps at 120 volts, the calculation would be as follows. First, multiply 5 horsepower by 746 watts per horsepower. That yields 3,730 watts. Then, divide 3,730 watts by 120 volts. The result is 31.08 amps. Therefore, 5 horsepower is equal to 31.08 amps at 120 volts. Another example is if you wanted to convert 5 horsepower to amps but at 240 volts. First, multiply 5 horsepower by 746 watts per horsepower. That yields 3,730 watts. Then, divide 3,730 watts by 240 volts. The result is 15.54 amps. Therefore, 5 horsepower is equal to 15.54 amps at 240 volts. One final example is if you wanted to convert 5 horsepower to amps but at 480 volts. First, multiply 5 horsepower by 746 watts per horsepower. That yields 3,730 watts. Then, divide 3,730 watts by 480 volts. The result is 7.77 amps. Therefore, 5 horsepower is equal to 7.77 amps at 480 volts. The formula amps equals horsepower multiplied by 746, all divided by voltage, is useful when you need to determine the current draw of a motor or other device rated in horsepower. It's important to remember that this calculation assumes 100% efficiency. In real-world applications, motors have efficiency ratings below 100%, so the actual current draw might be slightly higher.